Hope everybody's having a wonderful Saturday. Take what resonates and leave the rest. What's going on, everybody? Hello and welcome. Oh, ice cream in my hair. Oh. Okay, first reading. I always like to pull out the dice. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Capricorn, Devil. 10th house, the Sun. Fucking 10th house, I'm pretty sure is Capricorn. I just counted it in my head. Yep. Fucking double devil. Like, fuck off. Are you fucking kidding me? Double devil. Really? Opposes the 4th house. 10th house opposes the 4th house. I would almost think that that would be like... It's like somebody has to adjust their eyes. The way that they see them, I think the way that they see themselves. Because like if you look at the sun icon, all right, what's up everybody? Hello. Okay, if you look at the sun, look at how it's a circle with a dot in the middle. Okay, now this circle dot is surrounded by devils. And now I just got the song Seven Devils by Florence. Somebody is surrounded by demons, surrounded by devils, and they think that that's who they are. And it's not. You're surrounded by devils. And I keep hearing edema. Giving in. It's like the theme of the fucking day today is edema, which I'm pretty sure has something to do with blood. I don't know what the definition of edema is. But now I'm getting this. It's a little bit personal, but just keep it clean, okay? I've been eating a lot of beets, like a lot of beets. I don't know why I'm eating so many beets. I feel like I'm Dwight, but I'm eating so many beets that my urine was red today. Speaking of Jesus Christ there, Cody, okay, it's like the sea went red. And then I had to look it up on my phone because the person who I was with was like, you could be dying. And I'm like, I know, let's look it up because I'm pretty sure it's the beets. And it's called beet urea. when your urine turns red from eating too many beets. Okay? And I'm thinking, okay, peeing blood. Maybe somebody is pissing blood, okay, which is not a good thing. Unless you are eating an extremely large amount of beets, that is not good. You need to go to the hospital. Somebody else I'm getting is surrounded by devils, like surrounded by demons. And it's like, something's in your bloodstream. Something's in your bloodstream. And it's opposite from your roots. So it's not from your home. It's not from like your heritage roots. It's like somebody has surrounded themselves with the most demonic presences like I've ever seen. Midnight, the gremlins. Shit's changing though. Shit is changing. Okay? And it might change tonight. Whew! Look at that. Psycho! With shock. It might change tonight. Something in somebody's life might drastically take a turn tonight. And take it as it resonates, you know, like if it agrees with you, it does. If it doesn't, don't take it. There's alien with egg and then face. See, now I'm getting that I feel like this is hereditary. That you were born into a line of Satan worshipers. Okay, which ironically could look like very religious people. Okay, there, Cody, listen to this. Okay, it could be very culty, overly religious people. And they, you know, so you being the rebel, okay, opened up the door to something else. Because if they were overly churchy, then you might have been like, I don't know, they might have made you go to church a lot or something like that. So then when you grew up, you like rebelled. You know, God isn't somebody that you like now. God is somebody that you hate because you associate it with what your parents made you do. That's why when people, honestly, when people find God, okay, in their later years, it's because they find him on their own. And it's not forced down your throat. And it's not, you know, brainwashed into you. He becomes a part of a life that most people don't have. Like, people turn to God because the way that this analogy is coming, okay, the way that this analogy is that the people that turn to God are people who don't have family. So they don't have mothers and fathers. So they take God as their now acting father, and they listen to him when they ask him questions. But some people get that twisted because they're not actually listening to God. They're like listening to something else. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to say how they fantasize about what God becomes to them. Because the thing that I've had to teach myself, because I used to be like, you know, very anti-Christ because my parents used to make me go to church. So then when I dreaded my hair, I went through this whole other transformation, which people thought I was Rastafari. I was not even fucking close to Rastafari. I'm not religious, so that would, you know, that wouldn't work, okay? But what it helped me do was it helped me connect with myself, which now I know by connecting with myself, I know that there's a higher power out there because I've heard it. And then not only have I heard it, but I've seen it. And it's not dark, and it's not scary, and it's not something that tries to throw you over the edge of the cliff. It's actually something that pulls you back and goes, you don't got to do this. Like, if you can if you want to, because you have free will. Okay, because the way that the light bearers work, you know, the way that the channel that we're on is always, you can do whatever you want, but Spirit's going to tell you this other way. And you can totally do what you want because they're not going to judge you for it. The way that you're raised, the way that you treat people, that's all things that have been instilled in you. How can God, okay, or spirits get mad at you for treating people the way that you were taught to treat people? Okay, if you don't know any other way, then how can you be punished for something? It's the people who taught you that are punished or punishable. Okay, and then once you realize, damn, I'm treating people like shit, I'm treating myself like shit, okay, all to, live out this persona that it makes me look like I'm this like cool dude, but I actually don't care about myself at all. So by looking cool, you actually look like you hate yourself. Right? So it's like somebody has to change that frame of mind into believing that they deserve to be, I don't know, treated badly or, kept in the dark or something because they want to rebel against the higher power. But the higher power is whatever you want it to be. That's the fucking joy of it. You can just see it as light. It doesn't have to be anything. It doesn't have to be God. And for a long time, like I didn't say G-O-D. I said G-O-D because I was comfortable saying G-O-D because I know something's there, but like I don't really know what it is. Okay, I've seen it, I've talked to it, but I also am like, why am I in this life? So I don't know what it's doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what this mission is, but I know that I trust it. As long as I trust what I'm doing and the decisions that I make, fuck everybody else. I mean, they're going to do what they want to do no matter what. You can't control people. And like, trust me, I've learned that the hard way. Even if you think by loving somebody, you could help them, you can't. Unless they want to help themselves, you can't do shit for them. So why throw yourself under the bus to try to help somebody or try to do something for somebody who for the most part probably just walk right by you. Okay, probably just walk right by you. So whoever this person is, that is actually a very loving, beautiful person who believes that they're this dark entity, okay, because of whatever they were birthed into, and then whatever their family says is right, they say is wrong, but yet they love their family. So it's like, okay, well, no one's saying that you have to see it their way, but like get out of the darkness for your own sake. Okay, like you can say fuck the police another day, okay? Just get yourself out of the dark and then do the fuck yous again, but like someone's got to get themselves in a better position. And until you stop, resonating with the devils, like anybody can resonate with the devil. Are you kidding me? Okay, of course you want to hurt people. Of course you got rage. Of course you want to drink. Of course you want to fornicate and fuck everything. Okay, of course you want to resonate with the devil. Okay, he's easy to resonate with because he is easy. He's the easy way out. He's the easy relationships. He's the easy fucks. He's the easy drink. He's the easy high. The devil is easy. Okay, his name might as well be fucking easy, legs open, ready to fuck. That's the devil. Okay, you can call him powerful if you want, if you have no control over yourself and your root chakra or your fucking mouth chakra or your goddamn head, then yeah, the devil can be very powerful. But if you don't roll with the devil, then the devil's like, yeah, coward bitch, get on your fucking knees because I'm not going to do what you say because I know you don't got any fucking power over me. Once you realize that people don't have power over you, even your boss, okay, has no power over you. They just get paid more than you and they're the babysitter. It doesn't mean they have power, okay? Power is for pussies, for one. Money is for pussies that want power, for two. And if you're better than that and you know the spell of money, then honey, I'm sure, I don't even know why you're watching this because like, you already got the message. So good for you. But for everybody else that hasn't gotten the message, okay, you're being controlled by people and frivolous things around you that are telling you you deserve to be in this life where you have no control, where you do have to spend your paycheck every week on absolutely nothing. And that's going to give you friends because you have to have friends or you're a loser. Listen to how many of those things sound so weak. Weak, weak, weak. Unless you're weak, like I said, the devil can't do shit to you. But until you like really realize how powerful you are and that the devil is a thing, but it's something that people beat every day. Like, they conquer the devil every day. The devil is in so many. I just heard the devil is in the details, because he really is. He's in the details where you look at a dress and then you think all of a sudden you start going into other people's minds. Like, oh, people are going to think I'm so hot in this. Oh, look at, I'm going to be the sun, and like all of a sudden you start looking at how you would look as a third person view. And it's like, where's your integrity gone then? Now it's about how you dress, is about how people are going to see you. Why do you care how people see you and how you dress, right? If you feel like you have an image to sell, then you're not selling yourself, you're selling an image, which means you're superficial as fuck, which means you do have to change, because image is just image. And as you notice, people can change their image like that and just appear as something else all of a sudden. Okay. And a lot of it is bipolar. Okay. People are one way, and then all of a sudden, couple drinks in, they're a completely different way. And you're like, yeah, okay, that doesn't shook me no more, because I know your fucking tricks. I know you're going to turn into somebody else. I know that you want to be the bad guy. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe somebody wants to be the bad guy and they're playing the bad guy, but they don't want to actually be the bad guy. Okay. They want to be the nice person. Okay, they do, but something is stopping them. Okay, and I feel that energy. I feel that people are hesitant on making moves, like, because I see it. I work with it every day. I know that people it takes them so long to finally figure out what it is that they're going to do, right? But then once they do, it's like it works out for them. It seems to be working out for a lot of people that I'm working with right now that are like making major moves and not really having that extra parachute just in case the other one doesn't work, but they're willing to jump out of the plane anyways, because it's a risk that collective really wants to take right now. There's risks in the air, and we take risks for a reason, right? Because we're fed up and we're done with the energy that we're currently in. So we have to take a risk. It's ready to jump off the edge. I mean, if not, then you're going to stay in the shitty life that you're in. And I'm not saying it is shitty or whatever, but if you feel like you want to upgrade, then yeah, you might be feeling like you're sitting in some shitty fucking energy. And I just heard shitty weather. Okay, so, and like, I'm in some very shitty weather, but I love the rain. So it's actually my favorite weather. There's the call. Sometimes it's the call that, the call that you least expect that you really need. There's Pet Cemetery. Okay, so something coming back from the grave. Okay, possibly yourself. Okay, that you dead and buried a long time ago. But, maybe this was, I don't know, maybe you were a very sweet boy and then somebody fucking killed you and you came back alive a very nasty boy. Okay, and maybe you have very nasty thoughts in your head because of this. Right? I don't know, but it obviously is kind of coming through spirit now, where I'm getting this spotlight now when I look at the sun, like all eyes are on you right now with something. And I feel like people are waiting for you to make a change. They're waiting for you to see that you're not the devil in the room. You have nothing to do with the devil. Unless you're easy peasy Japanesey, I'm going to do what everybody else does. And if everybody fucking kills themselves, well, then guess what? So will I fucking do it. Then, I mean, the devil takes the weakest because he can. Right? You're the one that has to decide that he can be real and exist all he wants, but he's not powerful enough for you. You're the one that has to decide that. Devil's a fucking bitch, okay? Like, he is a fucking nasty little bitch. He's like a mosquito. Like, he comes back and he bites and he does his shit and then it itches and it scratches and you make it bleed, then you fuck it up and then, and it's just when you finally understand who he is, then you hate him. You begin to hate him so much and realize that you can actually control him and he can be your bitch. Okay, he's got so many demons. He's got so many elite members around him that actually have power and strength in this universe that can do things, actual deities, and fucking use it to your advantage if you can. Because the thing is, now we have warrior. Like, there is a warrior in the room. There's somebody that stands out from everybody else. Okay, and just because everybody else is dead around you, it doesn't mean that you have to be. Okay, and there's Celebration. Oh, Carrie, and then Jaws, and then Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So we've got Dinner and Dancing. Okay, so celebration with jaws. That means that somebody decides to choose their emotions. Okay, but if you choose your emotions, then you have to choose the size of boat that you're going to go in, because if you capsize your own shit, then you only got yourself to blame at this point. So it's like, I feel like spirit is going to get somebody out of something, but then it's you know, like if Jaws is in the water, okay, and you're in the water, and this is what you've been fighting the whole time, then the world is going to come up and give you a fucking boat. They're going to get you out of the water, but then it's going to be your job to keep yourself out of it. Then you have to stay out of the fucking water then. You can't keep jumping in and out, because eventually you're going to get killed. Mess around, find out. Okay, so with this dinner, it's almost like with grief, somebody's grief might have like overtaken them. Okay, and that's why they turn to emotion, because grief is if something is dead and gone. Okay, if this person all of a sudden decides to choose, okay, I'm not going to be dead like everybody else around me, I'm going to choose life, okay, then they're going to get emotional as fuck. Okay, but that's them coming back to life. I can probably guarantee you this person has not shed a tear for a long ass time. Okay, not for themselves and the situation and whatever happened to them when they were a kid, whatever shut them down, whatever killed them, right? I can probably guarantee you that they might have not cried since then. Because crying is an emotion that most people will not express. If it's been abused in the past, then it's something that somebody will hide from the world and choose anger instead. So then the real tears never come out. Like, they might have cried, but it doesn't mean that it's real. Okay, it just means that they can shed tears because they have eye ducts, but it doesn't, or tear ducts, but it doesn't actually mean that they're emotionally crying over themselves. I just heard a bat. So that's fucking early. 7 o'clock. I don't know, I think that's a little early for bats, but I swear I just heard one fly right by. I mean, they have a specific noise that they make. Anyways, let's go I'm sorry there. Go to the next message. I'm gonna quote some ruin stones. Let's see what the ruins have to say today. Ruin. I love the word ruin. Who the fuck are you? Like, who do you think you are? I think you're dead already. Fuck off. Honestly. Cody, what did you say? Jesus Christ is king. Make him your intercessor, not tarot. Have a good day. Repent. No. I love you so much. Hey, hello, Lisa from Germany. Minus the idiots. I hope everybody's having a great day. Here we go. Ooh, I pulled 3 right away. I never do that. Okay, let's see what we got. Next message. Whoa! Apparently now I know why my camera was so straight. Okay. Does it count if one comes out blank? What the fuck? Like, I didn't think these ruin stones were that cheap. You know what? Sometimes a blank ruin. Yeah, there isn't anything in here that says there's a blank one. So clearly something got rubbed off. Let's see what the other ones. We got the N and the arrow. Tiwaz. Ooh, that's the sky god. I love Tiwaz. Tiwaz. All right. Tiwaz. And then we got H. Hail. Hagalas. Disruption, wild, power, change, disruptive weather, storms, wrath of nature. Didn't I fucking say that we were having bad weather right now? Uncontrolled forces with the sky god. And then the blank ruin. Like, I feel like that's powerful as fuck. I just got an affirmation for that. The fuck? Horrible choice. Like, I'm thinking somebody put something in the air, which is this blank ruin. Somebody did something to you. I feel like today, I don't know if they cursed you. Volcano, the devil. I can't make this shit up if I tried. There he is. Fucking man of the hour, apparently. There's the volcano. Prophecy. And then the star. Prophecy in reverse because, yeah, they didn't see the outcome of this correctly. Oh my God. Somebody got so mad at you, they put something in the air today, okay, and the sky god is pissed because, I swear that's why it's raining right now, because this person was not supposed to do that. They just basically spit on somebody, like God's child or something like that. I don't fucking know. Somebody powerful. Oh my God, life over death. Okay, so this person wanted to kill you today. And the universe knew how bad of a choice that was and stopped it. You got somebody on your side, and it's not this person. You have a past lover that fucking tried to kill you today. Like, I feel like I could cry right now. Wow. I'm speechless. This has genuinely actually hurt my heart. Great choice. I feel like this hurts personally. There's the tower. Wow. There's the eye. I'm telling you, this is a fucked up reading. This just turned fucked. Like somebody watched them do it. It's like honestly, I feel like at this point in time, the universe doesn't trust this person, so they were already watching them, and they watched them do this. And I mean, thank gosh. I mean, now all I can see is all these birds. Remember I said the bat? I don't know what flying bird or something heard them say something really very, very bad to you, there's the invitation. Like, they invited you to meet death today. There's the turtle. Suddenly, when I look at that turtle, I see coward. I see a coward. I see somebody that's looking at the picture one way. And if they're in the water, they're so emotional that they chose to hurt you today. Wow. Sword in the stone. The thing is that the reason why you didn't get hurt today is because whoever this turtle is, okay, they lied. It's anger. They're coming from this emotional anguish, okay? And they knew when they said it, they regretted it instantly. Like, it was instant, but then they pushed through the regret. Like, no, they deserve it. She deserves it. She deserves this. She deserves to be punished. She deserves to die. And then it was like you had to convince yourself to say it. Like, I don't know what somebody has to do to somebody to get them to want to pray for their deceasement, their unalivement. Okay? But let me tell you, the only person that I wish death on are 4 people. And each one of those 4 people signed a contract, a birth contract with me, and completely fucked and abandoned me. Okay? And it's to the point where, like, I've tried. I've been willing to run myself over with a bus just to have my family back. And they won't. They won't take it. Unless they can bend over and rape me, they will not accept me for who I am. Okay? So I have recently gone through this where somebody has physically looked at me and wished me death. And it's straight, my family. So I can feel the hatred of wanting somebody to not be here anymore, to really say to the universe, like, man, I really wish this person wasn't here anymore. Like, I really do. I know where that comes from because I have, but this is not the same. This isn't pedophile father. This isn't, a parent who, watched you suffer physically and spit and walked away. Okay? That's not this hatred. This hatred is cowardly hatred. What up, Monica? Friggin' Saturday night. Okay? This is coward hatred. This is somebody is so, they look so graceful and so emotional and so, but they look at things from one way and one way only, and that's how they manipulate it to everybody else. You either see it the way that this person sees it, or it's nothing at all, and you don't see it the way that they see it. So they wish you death? Really? For an opposing, for a disagreement? Like, that's not only childish, but I mean, talk about devil influence. Like, how dumb is this person? I mean, well, who are they listening to? Because they're not listening to themselves, which is why they regretted it instantly, because it's not from them. It is from something on their shoulder. It is from something that they're just listening to. instilling this hatred in them for other people. Like, why would you hate somebody else? That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to realize. Why would I hate somebody unless they did something to me? And then even at this point in time, sometimes people choose to do things to you that's so manipulated through somebody else's opinion about you that it's like, how can you even get mad at them? It's what they were influenced on. It's what they grew up on. Like I said, like, you can't blame people all the time for what they do, for their actions. If they're easily influenced by other people that want to hurt you, if they can say they're sorry, then why wouldn't you accept that apology? But this is like to wish you death, to wish death upon you. Why? Because you didn't want to date them? Because you didn't go out for drinks with them? Why? You didn't break bread and simp wine? So you get to die? Really? People better watch what they're inviting people to, because there's the moon. Whoever this fucking person is, they don't see straight. They see in a haze. Okay, they're looking in the dark, and they're making these assumptions in the dark with no proper information, which is why it's all started off with a horrible choice. Because one horrible choice leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. Remember they used to call that, like, cigarettes the gateway drug? All right, once you smoke them, you're going to drink and obviously start smacking heroin, you know, because those fucking, that's irrelevant. Like, suppressed emotions. I mean, sometimes I like to brag, but I'm not a braggy person, but hello. This is what this whole fucking thing is based off of. Somebody's suppressed fucking emotions. There's the 4-leaf clover. They might be Irish. If not, you're just damn fucking lucky that you got on this reading. Because, I mean, I feel like you're fucking lucky in general, because this person's just anger at you almost got you unalived today. Okay? So, yeah, I should hope in a field of fucking clovers, you find the 4-leaf. Because in this case, I'm pretty sure you did. Okay? I'm pretty sure you did. Homemade with love. And this is why. Because you're fucking homemade with love. Like, God, there's assumptions. I told you they made assumptions. I fucking told you they made dirty, nasty assumptions. There's my buddy, Double R. Okay? There was my affirmation as I'm doing this, okay? Like, he was affirming that he got a message of mine. There's assumptions, okay? This really fucking sucks that they did this. Because there is the scarecrow. I forgot to explain him, but the way that I see the scarecrow in this point in time is I feel like they acted out of fear. That's what this fear is. They acted out of fear. They got scared, okay? And they threw something up to a sky god. I didn't even know those existed. But they're here because it came through. Okay? So that's how I know. And then with the blank ruin, I feel like that's the spell, you know, like that's the thing that they said. It got blanked. Maybe that's what it is. It got wiped. It got erased because it wasn't really truly how they felt. It was out of emotion. This person acts out of emotion. Okay, so I feel like this could be attached to the reading I did yesterday. I put up a short about it this morning about because 2 of those readings in that live yesterday were about witches. 2 of them. And how we have this little tiny fucking window because they're out, like, hanging out with their kid right now because school's out. Okay, which is fucking like so unbelievably the truth. It's ridiculous when Spirit said that. I'm like, yep, that would be the case because now the kid's out of school, so now the mom wants to do shit, so she's not going to be at home doing her fucking bullshit fucking spells to fuck up collective. Okay, so I think this is coming around to this because the thing is that with the suppressed emotions, so what this witch did from what I brought up yesterday was she kept 2 people from being together. Okay, she somehow manipulated somebody, but then we didn't really actually talk about the spell itself. Okay, because again, I only have so much I can explain a day, okay, in a fucking reading. So now it's coming back up again because it's not leaving my head. I'm getting like pinged ping to yesterday. Okay, so I'm like, okay, what happened yesterday? All I can remember is the two witches and then the reading in the middle. Okay, because I literally just watched it, part of it this morning, so then I could get the title out, because I didn't do the title last night. So I needed to watch the readings, and then I was like, oh my God, this, which made me make the short, because I'm like, this is a message. This is an analogy for somebody out there, because it's not just, if I pick it up personally in my life, I feel like it's personally for collective. In a sense where there's an affirmation in there, because if it hits personally me, so much that hits personally readers hits you guys as well, because you're all readers as well. You're all part of this. Whether or not you actually read tarot cards, that's not a part of it. That just means your third eye is open, which means you're in receiving and you can decode. If you can't, this is just a way that I decode the message that comes in. That's all it is. I mean, I can fucking do it if I want to just speak, which a lot of readers do. But I kind of also find that, like, I want to see some cards on that shit. All right. So I like it the way that I would want to see it. So I'm going to pull some cards for some reaffirmations. Look it, we're already out, and quiet nonverbal has hit. Okay. Because I feel like, okay, so we didn't talk about the spell. That's what it is. We didn't talk about the spell. Okay. So what I believe the witch did was she made the two lovers, because it came up as the lovers, Gemini energy, made the two lovers like get into an argument. Now I feel like the two lovers are angry at each other. They're mad at each other, but there's no reason to be mad because nothing happened. They both made assumptions that were wrong. Okay. But at the time and in their head, it's a great choice to make these assumptions, because that's what they're hearing, because they're not hearing themselves. They're hearing the witch. Okay, again, telekinesis, telepathy, all that shit. Okay, people getting into people's minds. Oh, son of a bitch. There it is, bullseye target. Oh my God, demon on back. I'm not lying. Okay, I know people are going to be like, oh, that's a little far-fetched. Oh, yeah, fuck, you probably made that up. I'm not lying when the cards come out. There's like 150 cards here. How did that come out? I mean, come on. Like, you think I'm some Houdini with cards? I wish, bitch, or I'd be making a lot more money at the fucking casino. Okay, now we're going to go through this, all right? We got a demon on the back and we got bullseye. This person, okay, put it this way. Whoever broke up with you, okay, or suddenly walked away from you and went nonverbal, just stopped talking completely, okay, this is about them. They're the ones that got the demon on the back, okay? Now, we have supportive mother, okay? So, the person that could have done this is this mother. Oh my, it's the stay-at-home mother. Thank you, Spirit. This is what I'm talking about. This is this. I'm telling you, this is the fucking reading from yesterday. We're just going to get a little bit more in depth with it, because it's going to hit more people than you think, or we wouldn't be talking about it. Nobody would care. Okay. Drama, moving, burden free. Okay. So now truth cuts deep. Ace of Swords. So I swear, two Ace of Swords come back to back with each other, because now I think someone's going to finally fucking get it. Like, you're under a spell. Okay, if you just suddenly hate somebody, but for no reason, and then you go to talk to them, or and then you get this held back, and then you're like, no, they hate you. Trust me, unless somebody says to your face or over the phone, do not text me, I do not like you, don't fall for it. If you want to make a move, make a fucking move, because whoever this person is, they're wrapped up in their hatred for you, but they don't actually hate you. Okay, it's not like they just tried to kill you, okay, because of something, this witch that is in their head. They just tried to kill you for no reason because of this bitch. So now I think somebody's gonna finally realize, like, okay, I just tried to kill the person that I'm actually in love with, because a witch from my past told me to hate/kill her. Because I think what this woman wanted was, really, the way that I see it is, I think a woman wanted a man. In order to get that man, she had to break him away from whoever he was with. What she had to do in order to break the two of them up is fill this person's head with bullshit, which is why the lie is here. Okay, they had to fill this person's head with bullshit because they were invested in the devil. Okay, they turned this person stone cold on you, but they're melting, which is why they're now in their emotions, which is why they just tried to kill you. There's Virgin. Somebody is like, I don't know who you are, but somebody is very on target for you, and I don't know, either they wanted to kill you today because they love you so much and they're not realizing that it's a spell, okay, that's making them hate you. I feel like with this one person, I feel like I physically have to see him in person and hug him. Okay, so I often, okay, in the past used to get possessions a lot. And they would come out of nowhere. And I was in Mount Shasta, California with my sister a few years, not a few years ago, probably like 8 years ago now, 7 years ago, okay? And I was having an episode where suddenly something she said, it ticked me, and this demon took over, okay? And I suddenly got so angry. And I slammed the door and I was like, fuck you, I'm fucking leaving. I started walking on foot. And I know that that's something bad when I choose to go walk on foot. I know that that's something bad, but I have no control of myself because the demon is in control, right? So I just have to do what the demon does. But this doesn't happen anymore. So take it if it resonates. This is a long time ago. But anyways, my sister grabbed me, turned me around, and she goes, hug me. And she wrapped her arms around me. And I was so angry. And again, nothing had happened. We were like at a gas station. I don't remember. It could have been like that fallen, suddenly somebody could have touched me or somebody could have jumped into me or something. I don't know. But I was no longer in control of my body. And by my sister hugging me, it instantly broke the curse. And the demon was gone. That's how there was a lot of weird things that happened in Mount Shasta with me, okay? And demons jumping into me, and my sister thought I was going to drive us over a cliff in the mountains. I went on a laughing fit. I thought I was going to die. I did so many demonic activity in California. I just want to say that, okay? So by her hugging me, again, it released the demon. So with this person I'm dealing with right now, I feel like the only way I'm going to break this curse on him is if I physically hug him. I have to hug him. I have to see him. And if it's a real thing, I will see him in real life. I will see him in real life. I know the universe. It will be guided. I will see him in real life, and I'm going to have to hug him. It's going to be the weirdest thing if he ever sees me again, to have me walk up and hug him. And it's really weird because recently I saw somebody from my past who I thought, okay, like I could, maybe I could do something with this person, and I wouldn't go near him. I hadn't saw him for a while, and I didn't touch him. I didn't hug him. I didn't anything. And it was really awkward. And I had my snake with me, and my snake got super awkward all of a sudden once this person was around. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go. And that's the thing is I'll always know if I can be around people or if I can't, because I can read their energy. Okay, but I know that if this is a spell, the only way to break it is literally for me to jump into his arms, grab him and hug him so tight that it leaves, because it's out of me. It's gone from me. And I think what happened with me, so I was talking about this yesterday as well. The channel Alchemy Healing, okay, on YouTube has a Reiki session of entity removal and blockages. And when I did that, I'm pretty sure it took the witch out of me that's been casting this spell that I hate this certain person. And I don't hate him. That's the thing. I love his art. I think he's beautiful. I don't care about anything that anybody could possibly think of. I am the weirdest person in the world. I'm always in black. I always wear dirty fucking clothes, and I don't care about appearance. And I know that he doesn't care about appearance, and it would be a perfect match, but he hates me, and it's an anger with him. And I know that he doesn't hate me because I feel his energy all the time. And it's not hatred. It's a lot of it is confusion. A lot of it is love. He's always laughing. And I'm like, I don't know why he doesn't talk to me, but he will not talk to me in real life. The last time he talked to me, he yelled at me, and I get it. I yelled at him too. There's hatred there, but it's not our hatred. It's somebody else's. Okay. So see if that analogy makes sense. Okay. If it does, take it. If it doesn't, I don't know how else to say it because that's what's going on right now. So that analogy would be so many things of people that have been blocked from collective, okay, that aren't supposed to be blocked. And the only way to unblock them is actual physical contact. And it's weird because I will not go near my father, which means I will not ever save that relationship. I don't want to be anywhere near. Nope. Heads up, impulsive. Then we got will with inheritance. Then we have shock, painful, attack. Then we have honest and trustworthy. We have Bilbo with an interesting journey. Then we have Sammy. Then we have fire pit. Then we have ditched. Then we have so below and betrayal, deception. Okay, so now all of a sudden an ace of wands appears. Okay, and suddenly somebody that was so scared of something is now not scared of it. Maybe they're going to watch the entity removal and they're going to remove it. Okay, if you feel like watching it, do it. Because, I mean, who knows? There could be some type of weird energy that's locked into your energy. Like I said, sometimes these things just happen. We could just be pumping at a gas station and somebody walks by and a demon jumps into you. I mean, I don't know how this shit works, but I know I've been there, so been there, done that. I guess it's fucking real, okay? The girl and the ghost beside her. So I feel like that is this witch. You know, the person and then the thing beside them that's talking to them all day, controlling them. There's the Blair Witch. I'm telling you, well, I think once this person realizes that they have just been scared away from you. And then that's like, I mean, you know, those relationships back in the day that you were with that suddenly it's almost like something superficial happened and you ran away and, you know, like then you look back at those relationships, you know, later on and you go like, did I miss something there? Because like I was too set on where they lived or how much money they had because now I'm still single and I still think about that person. Like people that you are superficial with, I can tell you, might haunt you till the day you die. Okay? They really might. Because it was the one that you were supposed to see through and then it was the one that was going to teach you a lesson for the rest of your life, never to fucking do it again. Or you're going to lose another gem because gems are hard to find. Okay, they're not easy. There's fought tooth and nail and the sun. That's really nice. You know, because that kind of message came out the other day too, where it was like, you know, fight for what you believe in. Like, fight for what you love. If there's something that you love, fight for it. It doesn't matter if it's cool. It doesn't matter if it's popular. It doesn't matter if nobody else likes it. Why does it matter? Maybe it's meant just for you. Okay, right? So good thing nobody else likes it. Good thing nobody else wants it because it's only meant for you, right? So if everybody else wanted it, it would never got close to you. So this is the beginning of a very interesting adventure, to say the least, after all this shit and trying to fucking kill you today. Honestly, I hope you had a good day today because, like, you almost got clipped. Literally, like not like metaphorically. Like I wish I could say metaphorical, but I kind of feel like it was more physical. Like you almost got clipped. Like literally. Like what the fuck? That's fucking scary, y'all. Oh, my nose is so itchy all of a sudden. Like, oh. Like I know. That's so sad. That is so sad. Thank you, Ruins. We never would have caught that reading if I didn't pull those ruin stones. Wow. What's going on, Monica? Oh my God, don't go. My aunt still lives there in Mount Shasta. And she's crazy. Like, she is crazy. Okay? Like, I don't know what they put in the water, but this woman is so narcissistically controlled by like parasitic energy and which she interprets as loving spiritual guidance. And I'm like, get me the fuck out of here now, because these goddamn hills have eyes. And I don't want to be here anymore because this is fucked. Everyone's like, oh, Mount Shasta, it's so spiritual, it's so beautiful. You can just find your third eye there. Oh my God. It's a schizophrenic nightmare. Okay? For a fucking psychic, it's a fucking nightmare. Everybody's fucked and like shut down and like, I don't know who the fuck they think they're talking to, but like, I don't think it's anything good. But that's just me. I mean, beautiful landscape and shit. I gotta tell you, like, beautiful shore. Like, we just drove the shoreline and I was like, it's so beautiful, but like, wow. Like, I don't know if you've ever been to San Francisco, but what a shithole. Like, just bums everywhere. Bums everywhere. Everywhere. And then I'm like, why is there a Louis Vuitton with 35 bums out front of it? Like, really makes me want to go shopping. Not that I would ever shop at that fucking place, but like, oh my God, what a shithole. Like, what an actual shithole. But it has the best underground nightclubs ever. Like, San Francisco is dope for that shit. Underground hip hop. Oh man, San Francisco's underground hip hop life is insane. I would actually almost think about moving there because of their underground hip hop scene. Is so fucking awesome. It was like the best night I ever had in my life. I don't think we got home at like 5 a.m. Oh my God, all I was drinking was black Modelo's all night, smoking weed, listening to freestyling on a stage. It was the best night of my life. Oh my God, these freestylers were so good. These rap artists were so good. I felt like I was in 8 Mile, you know, and everyone's like, yeah, like that's what it was. Like, that is San Francisco fucking underground hip hop life, is 8 Mile. It really is. Now that I think about it. Fucking Mike Patton was there. It was pretty funny. Oh my God. I feel like hip hop is in my blood. But so is Black Death metal. So I don't know who the fuck raised me, but my and then I was listening to, like, you know who my favorite artist is? One of my favorite artists, Jan Arden. I didn't even dig my own class. But only her, like, first 2 albums. And I mean, she's a pretty funny lady, but like, I only listened to the first 2 albums that Jan has. I've seen her in concert 3 times. Like, almost more than Slayer. I've seen Slayer in concert. Oh my God. Like, probably 10 times. I don't even listen to them. I'm just always at a Slayer show for some reason. I'm like, oh, Slayer's on again. All right, let's go watch. I got so sick of them at this one festival. I was like, no, I'm not watching Slayer again. I think we went and had a nap under the tree. Because I could just follow Coheed and Cambria and Slayer follow me around as the 2 bands that I will never listen to, but I've seen in concert more than anybody else. Oh, it's so funny. Okay, next message. Yeah. Oh, trust me, my aunt brought me to the Atlantis shit. Oh, this is where they think Atlantis was and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo, isn't like Atlantis underneath us? Like, it's still existing. Isn't that like the underground secret society that nobody can talk about? Like, isn't that what that would be? Like, I get it, why people talk about it, but at the same time, I'm like, you know more than what you say you do. Okay. Here we go. 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 Okay, so I'm trying to. Okay, so what I feel is going on is I feel as if there's something happening. Okay, Osteria is here, and that would be like your incubation. Okay, the time just before spring. So I feel like there's something that is like germinating. Okay, do you just hear that? It sounds like a gunshot, which wouldn't surprise me. Hasn't been a gunshot for like a month now. So okay, so something is hiding. It's growing, like it's germinating. Okay, and your power, it's growing with your power. Okay, because you are following like all the rules. So something is growing. I don't know if it's like subconsciously, hypothetically, okay, because of your belief in it. So your power is making this thing grow under the surface where nobody can see, because you're following all of the rules. Hey, harm none. Follow with your heart and your mind, and send out what comes back. So you're following all the rules. Like there's no rule that you're, skipping past or deciding not to do. So the rule of 3 is growing this seed. Okay? And this Book of Shadows in reverse, because then we got the Book of Shadows in reverse with Secret. Okay? And then with Sanheim and Death. Okay? So I feel like there's a secret, okay, which is obviously this seed. This seed, because the seed would technically kind of be like a secret, right? Secret held, secret not told, Book of Shadows, something that someone's been working on, okay, is now going to be revealed. So, like maybe you're working on a book or something, or maybe you're working on something, or maybe you're going to show your art. All right, there seems to be like something that's in the shadows, and now it's time. Like Spirit is like, you're bursting at the seams. Like something is going to do so well for you, okay, that if you put it out, you might just get back ×3 what you put out. So the more that you give, the more that you're going to get. The more effort that you put out, the more effort, you retain, you get, right? Ten of Swords popped out with the 7, Ten of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. It seems like, okay, there's some saying right now that's attaching itself to that 10 of Swords. And now I just totally forgot it. It's almost as if the universe is saying that you go from such an difficult time to like a jump start. Because then to go from the 10 of Needles to the 7 of Pentacles, like 7 of Pentacles is a lot of work. And the 10 of Swords is like, you're done. So how do you go from being done to getting all this work done? obviously that's maybe what's in incubation is the time period between the 10 of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. There's the Emperor and Justice. So now we have Aries and Libra energy that just showed up, which is the Emperor's the boss. You know, that's like Santa. That's, you know, he's the one that's in control of everything. Okay, and then Justice, that's your Justice coming through. That you finally get the podium, that you finally get the position, you know, you're finally like, maybe you're going to get promoted at work or something. Ooh, look at that. There's the Moon on the bottom of the deck with the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Oh my gosh, and look at the Ace of Cups is sticking out. I have to take it because it's sticking out. Oh my gosh, look, it's like it just gets handed to you. Look at it's like it just gets handed to you. Something is just like they can't wait. Or maybe somebody hands you something, then you hand them something. Okay. It's like whatever this is, it's gonna come back times 3. So with the Moon, there's Pisces, okay. The Moon would be, that's Jack in his, he is the king of the cemetery? King of the pumpkin patch? Something like that? Yeah, king of the pumpkin patch or something? He's king of Halloween, basically, okay. So then he's in his glory, like he's in his place where he reigns. That's the Emperor. The Emperor is in their place where they reign. Okay. And then with Justice, Jack, that's where Jack stands up and he, you know, says everything that he's going to do. All right. He's the mayor. He's not the mayor, but he says, he deliberates what he wants to do for everybody. Okay, which is technically what Santa would do, which is technically what he would do as the king of the pumpkin patch, the king of the dead. Okay, so you go from being the king of the dead to the king of the living? That's a kind of a weird affirmation, but I did get a little bit of a confirmation on that. Okay, Knight of Swords, 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups. So it's almost like, I swear, the universe has it lined up. So then in the future, whatever you do, okay, for like, I feel like for money, it's like you're going to get a lot more than what you had. You're going to get help. There's going to be help to where you need to go, as opposed to thinking that you always had to do it alone. So that there could be like a new team coming in, you know, because the Queen of Cups again would be alone. So I don't know, maybe there's a new team coming in with this 3 of Cups. That would be the team, you know, and then, you know, Jack Skellington, I mean, he needs a crew, you know, he does need people that can help him. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you're going to start a business that's going to take off really fast. You're going to have to hire some people. Okay. Could be something like that. And it's just because you've hidden it for so long that once you reveal it, it could be like a hot commodity quick, right? So there's like a very high demand, right? Like Santa, there's a very high demand for Santa. Everybody wants him to come to their house on Christmas Eve, that know he exists. Everybody. Okay. So it's like, whatever this is now, it seems like there's going to be a very high demand for you because you're going to get the right position. It's like an upgrade. Maybe that's what it is, an upgraded position. And you really didn't think that you could do it, but once you start doing it, you're like, why the fuck haven't I been doing this my whole fucking life, you know? I should have always been the manager. I should have always been the one in charge. I should have, you know, something like that. I should have always done this business, you know? I mean, I don't know who the hell out there doesn't have a side hustle, right? What up from Russia? Okay? Like, I don't know who doesn't have a side hustle. Like, I got 3 jobs. I do 3 jobs. 3 jobs. Okay. I fucking love it. Like, I mean, I don't work. Like, it doesn't seem like it seems like so much work, but at the same time, it isn't. It's like, it's fun. I have so much fun with it. Like, it's amazing. I love work. But you gotta love what you do, you know, and you gotta want to do it. Oh, and let me tell you, this is coming in my head because you just messaged me, but I had to clear the air with somebody today. And it was really weird how it happened because I've got this contract going right now, and somebody who I've been working with through one of those contracts thought that I was purposely doing something and kind of being ignorant. And, you know, because people think that. They want to think the worst of me all the time. And I'm used to it. So I asked him a question today regarding what he thought I was being ignorant about. And he goes, what the heck are you talking about? You already have one. And I'm like, no, I don't. Like, I by no means have anything that you're talking about, or it would be everywhere. And he thought I was like purposely not advertising his company the way that he wanted it. And I was like, buddy, I've been waiting for the product. Like I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And I only said something today because I saw him give something away. And I went, I've been waiting for that. And he's like, no, you already have it and you're not promoting it. And I was like, no. And he's like, are you serious? Because there's two people that I work with in one contract, and I don't think they really like each other, even though they're married. So there's like zero communication between them. So what I spoke to with her, he didn't know about. And what I spoke to with him, she didn't know about. So they both just didn't say anything to me. And I'm like, I'm the one that needs to know the most. Okay, I'm the one that needs to know the most. And so that got cleared up right away. He like, you should have saw the way this man looked at me today. He was like, so it's not the way that I thought? And I'm like, no. Like, I'm not, really? Like, he really thought I was like basically the most ignorant person in the world and still like showing up and being a dick. And I'm like, why wouldn't you say something to me? Like, and I think I scare him. I scare a lot of people. And I'm like, the fuck? Because I talk loud? Like, really? Like, what do I do? I don't understand. Like, what people are so fucking scared of with me, because it's so irritating. It's just like I'm so nice. Like, I go out of my way. I do things for people. Like, I love people. I buy myself flowers. I cry. Like, what else don't I do? Like, I'm not mean, but people just want to think the worst directly upon looking at me. And I'm like, okay, well, Satan R us, okay? Trust me, I'm going to change your fucking point of view pretty quickly about me. And then I got to go through this whole spiel and be all lovable and amazing. And then they're like, oh, maybe you're not a dick. And I'm like, no, who told you I was a dick? Like, I mean, please, I want to know who says that I'm an asshole. Like, I really would like to know. Whitney hasn't gotten the memo on who's talking shit about her just yet. So I have to fucking just act way too nice and be way too walked on just to prove that I'm not angry. Oh my God. I'm so over it. Like, the universe knows. I'm like, I'm not jumping through hoops anymore. Either they get it or they don't. And if they don't, that really sucks, because, like, I can't explain it anymore. Like, it is what it is. You either believe or you don't. And if you don't, that really sucks, because, like, I wouldn't lie. But I know people want to believe that I'm a liar. So whatever, then don't listen to me. Don't get the good advice. It's all fine and dandy. Somebody else gonna take it. I can guarantee you. Oh, Monica, I'm using your cards that I got from your donation. I'm using the Monica cards. By the way, if you give this channel a donation, I buy something with it, and then I talk about you all the time, aka Monica. So if you want to get talked about all the time, send me money so I can buy more tarot decks and do more readings. Okay. Here we go. Sacred Masculine, Messenger of Cups, Action of Coins, 7 of Wands. Death underneath. My God, death just keeps showing up. Massive transformation. There's the 5 of Cups. And this is sticking out, which is the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Sacred Masculine. Okay, so there's some type of divine masculine out there. And like, take it how it resonates. It doesn't have to be a masculine. And they're going to get a call. See how he's got his ear out. He's listening. He's waiting for that call. Okay, so someone's going to get a call. I don't think this is an actual physical call, although it could be, because it is followed with the action of coins, which would be the Knight of Coins, aka the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Earth. Okay, but at the same time, this could be like a grounding message. Okay, hence it comes non-verbally from your spirit guides, aka possibly this man. I don't know. Okay. 7 of Wands. They are defensive. Very defensive. Okay. And this might make you cry. I don't know who's crying. I don't know if you're going to be crying. I don't know if they're going to be crying. But it seems like, I don't know, you might hear the full story. I don't know. I just heard that. You might get the full story and it makes you cry. Okay. And then with the 8 of Pentacles, there's a lot of work to do. So I feel like this Messenger of Cups, okay, is going to meet up with this 5 of Cups. Okay? And someone's going to end up crying. And I just heard it's a good cry. You know, not all cries are, not all tears are tears of hatred. Okay? Sometimes it is the fact that we have to flush our systems and let it out. There's the sun. And what does the sun need? It needs its water in order to grow, which is why the sky is blue, right? We need that water. Okay, so 6 of Cups, the past. Don't you think this bitch looks like Alicia Keys? Man, like, do you think it is Alicia Keys? I think it looks like Alicia Keys. I don't know. You tell me, but I'm pretty sure that's Alicia Keys. Anyways, 6 of Cups with the Queen of Wands, the Sun. It seems like after this good cry, okay, this woman gets her shit together. Okay? Like I said, sometimes you just need a good cry. Five of Pentacles and the High Priestess. I think it's like I feel like somebody knows that it's like that somebody's not in a good place. It's like they're getting the message, like some divine masculine is telling somebody that wherever it is, wherever you're having a problem, that there's a problem. And it's like, you just know, like, that's not good. Right? Like, you gotta, I don't know. It's like somebody knows how to read energy. They know that whoever this person is, okay, maybe it's this feminine. Maybe they know, like, once they hear from this masculine, I think they know that whatever this masculine is going through or whatever they did go through, it's not good. Like, they're not in a good position. And that worries this queen. And that's why a lot of their crown chakra is lit up, because they just know what to do. It's like if someone's defensive, okay, like say, okay, my fish, he's defensive every day. Okay, I don't understand why he's so angry, but he's just angry all the time. Okay, but he thrashes around, okay, like he's an angry dick. But then he comes over to me as I feed him, and he's like, the sweetest thing ever. And then he chases the tetra around with his gills out. Okay, just being a dick, just to be a dick. Okay, so I feel like whoever this masculine is that's defensive, okay, it's like this feminine energy knows what to do. Okay, because after the tears, they go, okay, this is going to take a lot of work. This is not something that's going to be easy, but it's as long as you're willing to do the work. Then somebody who's being defensive, they're only being defensive because they don't trust you, right? You have to gain that trust, and that takes a long time. But lucky for you, you got time. You got time to lean. You got time to clean, right? So you got time to lean. So you're just going to clean up for a little bit and, wipe this person's ass for a while. And hypothetically speaking, okay, you might have to eat some shit. Might be some things that you have to do, but that's the work that you need to do in order to prove that you can be trustworthy. That's why I can't trust my father. He's not willing to bend over for anything that has to do with me. He will force my hand to do something before he says he's sorry or even tries to look at me. He will force me to bend down. Always, which is why I can't be around him, because the work that I have to do hurts me too much. That he's not worth it. He's not worth it. Okay, because I'm not going to watch him show off his life and his wife and all of his money and all of his shit while I'm drowning. And then to still eat that? No. I've eaten some shit and I ain't going to eat that. Okay, so this is not exactly like that. This is more when when you want somebody really in your life and you know that you have to do a lot of work, then it's like your high priestess will activate on every move to make, because they know that whatever this person's like hung up on, okay, they are grounding it, okay? And the more that they build, the more that you build trust with them, because you know that that's what you have to do, okay, is simply build trust with them. Because it's almost like, we got that turtle energy before. I kind of feel like it's like that hermit energy, like a hermit crab, right? They're going to jump back into their shell again. And then you're not going to be able to talk to them because they're so defensive, right? They're grounded, which means they're going to just jump into their ground and not come out. But they're listening right now. They're out of their shell right now. Put it that way. They're out of their shell right now. So I just heard act accordingly, like think before you speak. Okay. Because again, it's like it's like a chipmunk. Oh my God. I saw so many chipmunks today. And honestly, if I went really slow, those chipmunks didn't move. Okay, they were like eating anything that they wanted to eat. And as long as I stayed away from them, they didn't move. Okay. Cause I was no threat to them. Right. But then as soon as I, had to do something around them or something, off they would go, because I'm not trying to build their trust. But if I had to, I fucking would. Okay. So there's the Ace of Swords. What are we at? 126.14. My goodness. Okay. So there's the Ace of Swords. So honestly, that's really what it takes. It's honestly. It's honesty. Okay. You can honestly say to yourself that this relationship is something that you really delicately need to work on, then do it. Because any relationship that's worth saving is worth walking 1,000 miles for, if that's what you have to do, right? And at the end of the day, you almost kind of say, like, well, you know what? If I wasted my time, then so be it. Because, hey, Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I like that. Right? Because, I don't really think that you're going to find this time as wasted. Like, people who waste their time, they're the ones who feel like they can't get that time back, so it was a waste. I feel like you trying on a relationship is not a waste of time. Right? It's energy well spent, because at least you're trying. At least you're building your relationship skills. At least you're trying to do something, as opposed to people who literally do nothing. Okay? And then want some type of credit for it, or wonder why their life doesn't change. All right. So I'm going to call it a quits. It's 8 o'clock. Oh my gosh. I literally have to be somewhere in like less than 12 hours. So I'm going to eat and then rest before I have to get up. I will not be back tomorrow. I don't know, it depends on the weather. But I will probably not be live tomorrow. I didn't think I was going to be live today, but the weather changed my plans, so I'm here. But tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to be around for either the shorts. I thought I was going to do shorts today, but I went live instead, which is I would rather have done. So tomorrow, I don't know if you're going to hear from me or not, but if you don't, have a sweet smoking Sunday, all right? And if you do hear from me, I will see you tomorrow. All right? Thank you so much for everything that you do. Thank you for joining. Thank you for liking. All the new people, welcome. All right. I hope you find all the answers you need. And yeah, have a great one. I think that's all I can say, because it's the end. Peace, homies. Peace. Word to your mothers.